Now, we'll finish off the rest of these values. Going beyond pi, notice this is at pi, to the next value for the special angles. Notice that all you got to do is cross the bridge over here to pi over 6. And the only distinct difference is that the cosine values are negative here. And furthermore, since we're below the x-axis, the y values will also be negative. So going across our bridge, we'll notice that the x is negative root 3 over 2. And the y is now also negative at negative 1/2. Let's look at this. Next one. Go across the bridge. Take a look at pi over 4. This will reveal to you the numerical values, and it's up to you to tell me what sine is. You just use your noggin. You realize it's below the x-axis and to the left of the y-axis. Both in the quadrant 3, both x and y are negative. So this tells you the numbers, and you know, oh, I put negatives on them. Down here, cross the bridge up there, you find it right here. Gives you the numbers. You know in your head, I'm in quadrant 3. I'm going to put on negatives there. Negative 1/2, negative root 3 over 2, and now we reach the bottom. Here at 3 pi over 2. Notice that down here we have all y in the negative direction and no x. Let's move on into the fourth quadrant. Cross the bridge and we see its counterpart right here. This gives us the numbers, but it doesn't give us the sign. We got to use our noggin. We know over here to the right the x values are positive, but since we're still below this x-axis, the y values are negative. So this tells me that I'm at positive 1/2 for x and negative root 3 over 2 for y. Let's do this again. Cross the bridge over here. This tells us the numerical values. It's going to be a root 2 over 2 and a root 2 over 2. However, we know that the x is going to be positive and the y is negative. Almost done. Here's the second to last one. We go across the bridge. This gives us the numbers, but it doesn't tell us the sign. We know x is positive, so it's going to be positive root 3 over 2. We know y is negative, and so it's going to be negative 1/2. And last but not least, over here at 2 pi, notice that we have all x, no y. So 1, 0. And that's it. That is how you derive all of the sine and cosine values. I aspire to have shown you the trend, the fundamental idea in order for you to be able to derive all of it with no memorization whatsoever. We together have derived y, it's root 2 over 2. We've derived y, it's root 3 over 2. Y, it's 1/2. It's a consequence of the Pythagorean Theorem. We've discovered that you can scale the Pythagorean Theorem to show these values. Furthermore, we've discovered the trend that this plus or minus 1, plus or minus root 3 over 2, plus or minus root 2 over 2, plus or minus 1/2, and 0. These commonly reoccur, and it's one after another. And we can actually cross the bridge and find the next value, or go to the opposite reflection and find the next value. So, I hope that this is very helpful for you. I hope that you never resort to memorization in mathematics. There are some concepts, like definitions of sine and cosine, that you must memorize. After that, we don't memorize, we understand. Thank you very much, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for the next video.